Well, bullying is an issue that affects millions of families every year. While many of the most serious cases involve preteens and teenagers, experts say the roots of the problem behavior go much deeper to the first few years of a child's life. Central Valley Today and First 5 Fresno County have partnered up once again for a 3-week series of special reports on kids. We call it Family Focus. And this week, we are focusing on bullying.
By First 5 Fresno County.
Bullying has been called a national epidemic. 1 in 3 middle and high school students in America reports being bullied. But experts say the problems start way before kids reach their teen years.
Children who are bullies at older ages are given a lot of power in their homes and a lot of control.
Christine Gozy works with children and families battling behavioral issues. She says preschool-age kids can't be labeled bullies, but they can definitely have issues to work through.
At that age group, we refer to as a challenging behavior. And that's the definition of bullying, is intentional harm. And that's what we can't identify in that early childhood setting.
Gozy says some kids exhibit signs of trouble as early as age 2. Here are some things parents can watch for, indicators your kid might be overly aggressive. Impatience, consistent refusal to follow directions, cruelty to other children or animals, indifference to having hurt someone.
For example, when we see a preschool-age child who laughs at their friend who falls and hurts themselves, that would be a red flag.
There are also red flags that indicate your child may be a victim. They include being withdrawn, having low self-esteem, having an unhealthy attachment to parents, or showing a narrower and more extreme range of emotions. Gozy says it's important for kids to learn to assign the appropriate emotion to the appropriate circumstance,
so that they are neither too escalated over an event or not escalated enough over an event.
No matter the behavior problem, early intervention is key.
The older a child gets and the more embedded those patterns become, the more difficult they'll be to turn around.
Lindsay Pena, Casey, 24 News.
Now, when it does come to bullying, we all know that much of it takes place at high schools. A study once found that highly aggressive boys between the 4th and 6th grades may be among the most popular and socially connected children in their classrooms. But of course, they can happen at any age and any social group, and that's why it's important to get the students themselves involved in preventing bullying. Joining us now is Chia Mua. She is a Safe School Ambassador with the Bullying and Violence Prevention Program at Fresno County, right? Correct. Fresno County. Chia, thanks so much for being here. This is a very interesting program. Is it unique because you're showing students how to help other students?
That
right?
is correct.
Okay.
Yes. The Safe School Ambassador Program is a research-based bullying prevention, violence prevention program that empowers the youth to take a stand and when they witness acts of mistreatment, to do something about it.
How does it work?
Students are selected from administrators and staff to represent the different groups, the different cliques on their campus, and these are the natural leaders where students are naturally drawn to follow them.
Okay.
And they're trained and they're taught, what are the mistreatments that are taking place on campus, to be able to notice them, to be able to identify them.
So is it one of these things where, for example, you'll pick someone from the cheerleading group, someone from the honors class, someone from the whatever group is at school, and then you pick a representative from each group, train them? Who trains them?
Myself, I'm one of the trainers from Fresno County
okay.
Office of Education, and we have 2 other trainers as well. We will go in and work with the group of students on a 2-day basis and go through a full training day of showing them, what are the signs of mistreatment, what are the mistreatments on your campus, how can you identify them, and what are the ways to intervene as a peer to help your friend stay out of trouble.
But how do you do that without being a snitch?
That is a very good point, and we do talk about that in our program too. There's a difference between being a snitch and reporting when somebody's in trouble. Okay. A snitch is someone who, you want to get them in trouble, yes. Whereas if you're getting help for your friend because you feel like they're in harm's way or if you're in danger. Okay. And there's only one ambassador action that involves getting help from an adult.
Okay, got it. Now let's talk about some of the signs when it comes to bullying when you're looking to spot a victim. So if there are parents out there that think, okay, well, maybe my child is a victim of bullying, these are some of the points that we're looking for?
Yeah, they're more cautious and sensitive, quiet, withdrawn, and shy. They're often anxious and insecure. Sometimes they'll show signs of being unhappy and have low self-esteem. They may resemble being depressed and often don't have a single good friend, you know, and they may be able to talk to adults a lot better than their youth.
All right, and if they're boys, it says here they may be physically weaker than their peers. So
yes.
That's kind of an obvious one. If they start to miss out on several days of school, and frequent visits to the school nurse, is that because they're getting hurt?
They're complaining maybe about like headaches and stomach aches because they don't want to have to deal with their peers who are
interesting
bothering them.
Okay, let's go through the signs of spotting a bully, which is the complete opposite. And this one, they have a strong need to dominate and subdue other students to get their own way.
Correct. They're more impulsive and easily angered. They often are defiant and aggressive towards adults, and they show little empathy towards students who are victimized. And if they are boys, they are physically stronger than the other boys.
Okay, and you mentioned empathy because in Lindsay's story, they said something about if your daughter or son sees someone fall and they maybe laugh instead of feel that empathy. Does that mean right away, uh-oh, my child may be a bully?
Not necessarily. I think it's deeper than that. I think for little kids, when you see something firsthand, the first reaction is probably to laugh. But empathy goes more into if you can relate to how that person's feeling. If they're hurt, can you feel that their pain?
Okay, so those are the signs that we should look out for. What if we are parents of high school kids and we want to know and learn more about the program, or we feel that our child is responsible enough to be one of these students, these peers at school?
Definitely contact the school administrator and let them know that there's a need and that there's an interest, and then have them contact us at Fresno County Office of Education.
Is this program county-wide?
It is county-wide.
High schools?
Yes, and actually elementary and middle schools too. We are currently in 50 schools in the county, and we hope to expand and continue to grow.
Okay, there's only 3 staff trainers?
Currently with the county office, there's 3 of us.
Well, you have a busy job, don't you, Chief?
It's a great opportunity.
Good, it is. Thank you for doing what you do. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you soon. Stick around, folks. More Central Valley Today when we come back.